Yeah, it's really hard. It's a long season. We played for over 8 months for the entire year, and then going through the playoffs and the final, which is another 2 months of the season. It gets really hard. Particularly, we lost a couple of guys in the playoffs and in the final, and it gets really hard. But at that stage, you're just doing whatever you can, whatever recovery method you have to keep the guys going, and really motivation's high because you want to keep going and keep winning. So it's just all hands on deck. You're working a ton, a lot of late nights, a lot of stress, but it's got to be done, so you just keep going. We spend a lot more time on working out our travel schedule, when we're going to practice, making sure we get guys rest when we can. We were fortunate early on to sweep a couple of teams, so we got some more rest. But then you also deal with, if you have a week off, the guys haven't played, so you're looking at, do they lose a little bit of intensity? So it becomes a very, very complicated process of planning everything. And then the other thing is the analysis of the other team becomes much higher for the coaching staff because we have more time to prepare. You're playing them more time, so everything's kind of times 10 for the playoffs. So the general nature of the NBA is, there's 5 guys on the court, and a lot of guys, during the playoffs we play basically a 7-man rotation. So a lot of guys play more minutes than others, so they need more recovery. So we use the camera system, the Sport View camera system, to make sure that we know exactly how much work the guys are doing on the court, and the guys that do a lot of work get more recovery than the guys that don't, and the guys that aren't playing, we need to still keep fit. So it's very individualized. We have a pretty extensive staff that look after the guys, and we make sure that our main guys are looked after very well, and then everybody else is doing the right thing. Yeah, it's different. I've worked in so many different sports. Going from ski racing, like Olympic ski racing, you race once or maybe twice a week. You get lots of recovery. You can plan it very well. Even Australian football, rugby before that, it's week to week, so it's very planned. The big thing with basketball is you're just playing all the time. I mean, there's 82 games. We played over 100 games this season. So for us, it's looking at the schedule, and I think the most important thing is working out with the coach what we do with the schedule, when we fly, when we're trying to practice, how hard we're trying to practice. And then the crossovers from different sports. I mean, in my field, I don't really need to know, I obviously know the specifics of basketball, but I don't need to know all the technical specifics. You treat the athlete like the athlete. They need to rest, they need to work hard at the right times, they need to recover. So it's just managing all those elements and then fitting it within the cultural framework of the sport. Our coach is really good. Yeah. He's a European coach, so he's seen similar systems before, and he's very good. I talk to the coach every day about practice. We plan it together, and then after practice we discuss. Was it the right intensity? Was it the right volume? What do we need to be doing? And it's an ongoing communication. I have my input. Obviously, he has the final say, which is his prerogative as the head coach. But yeah, he's been great. At the end of the day, the players turn up and follow what the coach does, so there's probably less interaction in terms of the volumes and the intensities of practice, but our senior players definitely have a big input. So it's really just having a good reason to do things and being able to answer questions if they arise.